What's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and this is the updated Cyber Dragon deck profile, so I'm not gonna waste any of your time. Let's get right into it. So one Jizukiru, which is a kaiju that you can contact fuse with in order to make Fortress, which just happens to be level 8, by the way. So Levineer is level 8, and then, yeah, speaking of the devil, this card is searchable by Dark the Dark Charmer, which is a new card that makes this deck so much better than before, because now you get to obviously crash it in order to search that Levineer, fuel your Banish, which allows you to use Cyberload Fusion right away, and even pop your own Overflow to get your engine started. So again, if you need combos, make sure you check the combo that I uploaded recently on this channel. Again, I feel sorry for everyone who's watching this 100 years late, but whatever. 3 Cyber Dragon and 3 Machine Dupe, because that's the build that we're trying to play, but you also could be playing 2 Cyber Dragon and 2 Machine Dupe, or 1 Cyber Dragon, 0 Machine Dupe, literally whatever you want. 2 Galaxy Soldier. Now, we are playing Galaxy Soldier and Forbidden Droplet, which are discard outlet cards, meaning that Cyber Dragon Hertz kind of has to be played at 3. So the logic behind this isn't necessarily the most obvious. You know, it's breaky most of the time, unless you're playing cards that kind of allow you to, you know, discard it, so you can either search for that Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand, or an actual relevant Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. Yeah, that's how it works, and it's ashable and bellable at the same time. Cyber Dragon next that you never want to draw it like turn 1. It's super bricky. Some people are playing 2 or 3. You guys are crazy. It's very incorrect mathematically. When Fear in the TCG you can chain block, but in the OCG you cannot, because you can't chain block with cards that belong in private knowledge properties. But yeah, you can in the TCG, so Korra is protected from Ash right there, but not over there. So yeah, 1 Cyber Dark Chimera and triple claws. So this is how you OTK very easily now. Core and any spell or trap is game, in case you're wondering. And the claw is a card that gets you started, because you either get to search Horizon, which can search you that core, or you can search for the Cyber Dark World, which gets you that Chimera, and extra normal summon as well, so it's way better. And yeah, 3 core, I'm not gonna explain that. 1 World and 2 Horizon kinda just only really wants to search the Chimera, whereas the Horizon has way more cards that you can search with. Literally just any cyber monster, well, Cyber Dragon or Cyber Dark. And in case you're wondering, Cyberstein is not a cyber monster. Its name officially would technically be Mechastein. It's just that it was another one of those OCG to TCG name translation mistakes. Just like Frog the Jam, who isn't even a frog monster, blah blah blah, it's whatever, it's just so stupid. Now for the utility cards, I'm playing Harpy's Feather Duster. Not playing a lot of back row removal, because game 1 you should be losing all your games to back row unless you're really good at the game, and by good I mean you stack. Can't afford to respect everyone. People who play control will lose to cards that combo decks will not lose to, and vice versa, but more people are playing combo than control right now, unless of course you're trying to make this deck good for locals, which is completely different. But yeah, whatever, play what you need to play in order to do well at your locals. I'm just giving ideas. Overload, Cyberload, Power Bond. This card is searchable by Chimera, so you don't want to draw it, because if you do, then you can't use the effect to have the ability to fuse from the graveyard as well using Power Bond. And Cyberload Fusion and Overload are both cards that you don't really want to draw early on, but I think both of them are sendable off of Anaconda, whereas Power Bond isn't. And then Repair Plant, as a one-of, it's way more than enough, because it's not a consistency card. It's not really a starter. It pretty much only searches when you're already doing well, so obviously if you bricked, you're not doing anything. And Triple Chalice, this is way more flexible than Imperm. For a lot of reasons, Imperm can get hit by Crossout, whereas Chalice, the most part, people don't really play Chalice, so you should be fine, whereas Imperm, it's already a hand shop. And also this card, you can use it where you have cards on your field, so if you start summoning your cards and then you get hit by Tri-Brigade Revolt into Shiraig the Ominous Omen, you wouldn't be able to use Imperm because you already have cards on the field, but Chalice is another story, so this card in this situation is better. And then 3 Forbidden Droplet, this card allows you to kind of have a chance against Drytron. You could also be playing Dark Ruler no more, but you can't deal damage after you use this card, so it kind of defeats the purpose of playing an OTK deck, right? So it's just not, it's not ideal. Maybe post game 1, but in the main deck, I think that's just overboard. That's it for these cards. And then Cyber Emergency, Machine Dupe, Forbidden Drop, Overflow, very self-explanatory and logical. But again, if you want to play less copies of Cyber Dragon and Machine Dupe, you definitely can do that. But Forbidden Drop has been really good with 3 Hertz. I really like it a lot. And also, Cyber Dark World stays on the field. So that's another card that you could to send. which is nice. But anyways, for the extra deck, 1 Mega Fleet, 1 Fortress, which are kind of similar. This card fuses from the extra monster zone, and this would just be multiple machine monsters. And the Cyber Eternity Dragon, you're not trying to summon it, but it's the card that you send with Horizon. But there are certain situations where you can summon it, not using Overload Fusion, but by using like Power Bond or Cyberload Fusion, but that's pretty bad. So obviously it's just a card that you're banishing from the grave in order to make your fusion monsters untargetable and indestructible by card effects. But it's still a card that you have to play if you want to resolve Cybernetic Horizon. And then 2 Rampage Dragon, 1 Zeus, 1 Dingirsu, 1 Infinity, 1 Nova, Sigurd, Dark, Lina, Anaconda, El Mirage, and either Relinquish Tanima or Linkuribo doesn't really change too much. The Dingirsu, as you probably already know at this point, I'm actually the creator, by the way, of the Levinier and Dingirsu innovations in Cyber Dragons. That's that. And the Zeus, you can summon it on top of Infinity or Nova or Dingirsu or any Xyz monster that you steal with Tactic Talent. So that's actually a card that you could be playing instead of Forbidden Droplet, by the way. A pretty good option as well. I'm a big fan. And apart from that, I don't really have anything to say here. For the idea section, you could be playing Hand Traps with Small World. So that's a card that would increase the consistency of your deck in case you kind of have to go that path, but otherwise it's kind of irrelevant. And this card is also kind of a neg 1, so unless you're always trying to search core, it's bad. And if you already have core, there's nothing really relevant to search, so that kind of sucks. And the Train OTK cards, already made like billions of combo videos featuring these cards. Dark Will already explained why I'm not a big fan. Proud of Prosperity follows the same logic, so the damage is halved. It's really hard to kill your opponent under Prosperity. And finally, Lightning Storm and Evenly Matched. So that's pretty much it for this Cyber Dragon OTK deck profile. Make sure you let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.